You're on.
Merry meet, children of herne. Well, I wanted to discuss an old topic that I have mentioned before. It's called divining. Now, you can buy divining rods made of different things, copper, you can get them out of brass, you get them out of different metals. Those that have got, I have done a description of this, so it's on the other sites. Those who have got one of the old metal coat hangers can make divining rods, a pair of divining rods, very, very easily. I want to cover how would you use these. Well, those that have got them and those that are interested in making them, I suggest you try tracing the ley lines. These are the power lines. And the way to do it is focus in your mind, focus energy, and hold the divining rods, one in each hand. As you approach the ley line, they will turn by themselves. And you'll find, wow, this is part of the ley line. Then try and trace it and mark it on a map where the ley line is. This can be checked. See how accurate you are. Now, those who are skeptical about divining rods, I suggest you try for water, just to get used to it. Think water, think river, think a babbling brook. Hold the divining rods and slowly walk. When it comes close to water, the divining rods will move. They're an inexpensive thing to use. It's quite a fun thing to use. And it can reveal all sorts of different things, depending what you are concentrating on. If you're concentrating on water, then it will go for water. If you've got it in your mind on ley lines, on power, it will go to power. It'll even track underwater power cables. So those of you who wish to experiment with this, I strongly advise you to do so. There are many, many books out covering divining rods. There are many materials made of them as well, as I just stated, and they're used for different purposes. For those that are highly intuitive or very sensitive, they can be used for detecting spirit. especially dark spirit, because they will respond when near dark spirit, warning you. So you might find it's interesting even to make a pair, and those later who wish to purchase one through any of the other medias after using one you've made, then go for it. Now, we had something strange happened. Some of you already know when I was in channeling. And by all accounts, I've been instructed to draw up and use special runes. Now these are not like the runes you're familiar with. These are completely alien. Now I can make them and I will show them. I have to acquire a tablet so I can draw them and show them on site what each rune is and what each rune means. I've only been given one so far, but I got a feeling I'll be given the second one very soon. Oh, excuse me for yawning. That Shadow Dancers, sorry, that is Dark Raven One's fault. She makes me very tired. We had a wonderful Friday. It was a lovely day out. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So did Dark Raven One. And of course they went out yesterday on the photo shoot. Adrian took some video shots which you might find interesting. Are they on site yet, Adrian?
No, I'll upload onto you.
Have you tied them?
I've tied them together, yeah.
You've tied them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So, sorry, when you say tie them, these are shots that he's taken with video, and he ties them all together to make one long video.
It's nearly 20 minutes long.
It's 20 minutes long?
Near enough to it.
This will then be put on YouTube and onto our site for your enjoyment. So I think that would be nice. As for losing Gypsy Genie, as I tried to warn people, do not protect yourself. Please protect yourself against energy, negative energy. It's transmitted so easy and it can overwhelm you. Keep close to spirit. I was reading a story of Maxine, because I knew Maxine when I first became a witch. And she left the Covens. She's living in Scotland now. But she left the Covens because of the direction they were going. I'm inclined to agree. She was very psychic. She was a very psychic witch, and she was a witch queen. But she got influenced by negativity. And I believe she followed Sekhmet, which is an Egyptian goddess. Now, as I told you before, these gods and goddesses, these do not exist, ever. They are what man called these beings that came down to earth. Gods and goddesses. A lot of them were created by man. They do not exist. Spirit is pure energy in its highest form and takes the shape of what you're drawing close to. It does this for the simple reason it does not wish to scare you or frighten you. It wants you to accept them and to listen to them. So there's nothing to be harmed. The gods and goddesses, there is a supreme energy, a supreme force. I put it that way. It's intelligent. It has no form. By the way, most spirits do not have form unless they create one. It has no form whatsoever. It's just pure energy. I suppose mankind would call it God, or Q, or the Divine One, or whatever you like to call it. But that's what it is. What's its association with man? Zilch, zinc, nothing. Its association is with the cosmos. Its energy is spread out around the cosmos. Within each one of you there's a part of this energy. You can call it what you wish. It's a force, it's an energy. It can be seen, it can be detected, it can be transmitted. A lot of the magic of wizards of old were complete charlatans. I hope you realise this. That great medium, Blavatsky, that Russian medium, Madame Blavatsky, she was proven a complete fake. And there are many like her. They reach fame and fortune, and that's all they're interested in. Might have started off genuine, but then she went completely off the rails. And this is like so many. Crowley, he was about the lowest of the low, most despicable person. Gardner, who formulated and created Wicca, which is a creation of modern day. Nothing to do with ancient witchcraft whatsoever. So Gardner was initiated into the ancient way. So what is the closest thing to witchcraft? The Native American way. That is uncontaminated and the true form of witchcraft, if you like. I hate the word, actually. It doesn't show what it is. It conjures up all sorts of weird things. The Native American way followed the way of nature. It followed...
14 minutes have passed.
Eh?
14 minutes have passed.
Oh, okay. They followed the way that is natural. And this is the way we should follow. It is an ancient and proved system. The Mayans did. Most of the ancient African tribes do the same thing. White man, just because you're white or you lived in so-called civilization, doesn't mean you are civilized. Thank you for listening to me. Again, it's wonderful to be able to talk to you, and I thank you. Merry we have met, merry we part, merry we meet again.